This is IMO 1974, question number 5. The question asks us to determine all possible values of S, which is an expression depends on 4 variables, A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D are positive real numbers. To find all possible values attained by S, let's have a look of its possible upper and lower bounds. To find its possible upper bound, let's have a look of its denominator, which contains 4 different variables, A, B, C, and D. If we cancel one of those variables in each term, the right-hand side becomes an integer, 2. So 2 is a possible upper bound of S, but S may not attain this value. If we put A and C both equals to 1, then S depends on 2 variables B and D only. We can do further simplification. Let's have a look of the case when B equals to D. S is now an expression depends on 1 variable B only, and could be further simplified. Now, and then we take limit, let's say B and D both tends to 0, or B tends to 0. A good observation is this. When A and C equals to 1, B equals to D, and both tends to 0, then S tends to 2, which is a possible upper bound of S. So S would tend to any value less than 2. 2 is the upper bound. And S could tend to this value, arbitrarily close. And then we have a look of its possible lower bound. The 4 variables A, B, C, and D hasn't been arranged. So let's say A is the largest one, and D is the least one. If D is the least of all 4 variables, then S has a lower bound. We replace D in the first and the third term by C and A. So the sum of the first 3 terms becomes 1. We get S is larger than or equal to 1 plus D over open bracket A plus C plus B, close bracket. D could be any value, and A, B, and C are larger than D. So this part, D over open bracket A plus C plus B, close bracket, should be a small number. Just like the upper bound, let's consider some of the simple cases. Say A equals to B equals to 1. Then S becomes the sum of 4 terms, 1 over 2 plus D, plus 1 over 2 plus C, plus C over 1 plus C plus D, plus D over 1 plus C plus D. And just like the upper bound, we assume 2 of the variables C and D are equal. And the expression S would be further simplified. It is an expression in terms of C only. If we put C tends to 0, then the second term, 2C over 1 plus 2C, becomes 0. And S tends to 1. So S would indeed tend to its lower bound. In case A and B equals to 1, C and D are equal and both close to 0. So S is an expression, lies between 1 and 2, and S would take up values very close to 1, and any other values very close to 2. So this is the answer.